Yeah, we're trying to get back, back into our routine. Obviously, we want to bounce back from what happened on Saturday this past week, and we're getting back to our basics and back to the things we were doing earlier in the season, and really just focusing in on the things that we need to improve on, and focusing on those to get better. Either way, you lost the game. Obviously, this was a tough loss to go through and to swallow, but there's probably a difference. What that difference is, I don't quite know, but either way, you got a 1 in the loss column, which you don't want. So have to bounce back, have to refocus and get everybody back together, moving in the same direction. Yeah, we hear about the expectations and how we've exceeded expectations, but we really don't pay too much attention to that because the expectations that were put on us were by people not in our program, and those weren't our expectations going into the season. We didn't expect to win 4 games. That wasn't our plan. Our plan was to win and win now, and we've won 9 games this year, looking to win 10 here on Saturday, and send our seniors out the right way. Last game at home, but yeah, those expectations were put on us by outside people in the program, and we don't pay too much attention to the people outside of our program that aren't here constantly and know what's going on. So, we're looking to finish the year out strong and play well against Penn State, and then see what bowl we end up in, and hopefully it's a good one, and we take care of business this weekend. I watched it twice on my own, and then we watched it once as a in your position meetings. So it was tough to watch it and to see the things that happened. It was really frustrating to watch that game, and a lot of stuff to learn from. And you can keep that memory stored in your mind for a long time, and you can go back to it constantly and say, this is what we need to improve on, and these are the areas that we must improve, moving forward, and we'll have that with us for a long time. Yeah, we had a few drives early in the game where if we had just done one little thing differerly, all of a sudden we're putting ourselves in a good situation to go score, or to at least stay on the field longer, and those are things that matter, especially early in the game, in a game like that where we needed to score early on, and we needed to score a couple times at least, in that first quarter and early into the second quarter, and we didn't get it done. So we were not good enough. We needed to sustain drives and finish drives, and we didn't do that. So just execution stuff and getting those things ironed out, and those are plays that you can't miss against a team like that, and those are things we're going to have to work on here throughout the end of the season and then into the off season. Nothing that I've really noticed. There hasn't been a big, huge speech about, the seniors' last game. We know it's their last game. We're playing hard for them. We want to send them out the right way, but we feel like we still have, this game is very important, and it's not really a, like celebration game. We're trying to go win the game, and we're playing a very good opponent, so we have to prepare the right way, and then we're planning on playing another big game after this. And so we're really focused on this game, and we know our seniors have a lot of practices ahead of them still, so that's really what we're focused on. Yeah, they're a very good defense. I think they're first in the conference in scoring defense, and they're got good corners. Our corners are long. Their D-line is very solid. Their linebackers are athletic and physical, and they have very smart and physical safeties as well that all run well. And so they're really a well-rounded defense. There's not really one part of the defense that you look at and say that's a weakness of the defense. They're all very solid, all positions. And we're gonna have to go out and execute, like I said, every week, and really put a plan together that fits us and that we can go out and execute. Yeah, it's been great to have him as a tight end position in that H-back position. Obviously, he moved there very late into the off season, and he really caught on to it quick, and he's a really good athlete. He's helped us a lot. He's made a lot of good plays. He's a physical player, so he's a tone setter, and it's been great having him at that position, and he's played well all season. Yeah, some of those guys get more reps throughout practice, and it's good for them to kind of feel things out and just get those game-like reps in practice, And it's important that we get those guys ready and that they prepare the right way, which they are. And, we'll get a few extra routes here and there, stuff like that. And, we're moving forward and feeling good about it with where they're at and where they're going to be. And so we just got to keep moving forward with those guys and making sure that everybody's ready to play. It hasn't been too crazy for me because I trust our offensive line. I feel like we have a lot of good players up front. And we miss Jarrett. Obviously wish he was here with us and able to play. But AJ's done a good job, and Kevin's done a good job moving the tackle as well. And, they're doing well. And I trust those guys. I feel like they're playing pretty well. And, I have confidence in them. And there's no nervousness for me. And I'm not really looking at the rush or anything like that. They're doing a good job, and I trust those guys up front to protect me and to block well in the run game as well. No, not really. I feel like I knew pretty well what each guy brought to the table, and we have a lot of good players at receiver, and Keon Coleman. You knew pretty quickly that he's a good player. Montori is an explosive player. He runs good routes. And all those guys have different skill sets and bring different things to the table. And, moving forward with whoever's out there, I'm going to feel confident. And really the preparation is what builds confidence. And so we're working on that this week to feel the best we can for Saturday. And I think that we're doing a good job of that right now.
Are you going to
Probably going to Coach Johnson's house with a couple of quarterbacks. So nice of him to have us over, him and his wife. And I'm sure the food's gonna be good. They're very, very good cooks over there, so we're looking forward to it. I actually did. Their game got canceled, and they were supposed to play at the same time as us. And their opponent had COVID issues, so he texted me early Friday morning and told me the news. And he's like, "Hey, can I get a ticket?" So I had to ask our Simone, our ticket lady, to get him a ticket, and she was able to do that, which I'm very thankful for. And he was able to make the trip. So. Wish we would have played a little bit better, but yeah, he was able to be there. I talked to him too long after the game. I called him after, but he just kind of said, it's a tough one. There's not too much to say after a game like that. It's just kind of tough, and you just got to get back to it because we still have a lot to play for. We're looking to finish this year out strong. Obviously, we talked about with the seniors, and then we feel like if we win this game, we put ourselves in a good position to go to a very good bowl game, and that's something that we'll take pride in and that we'll be playing for this weekend on Saturday. Yeah, I did notice that, and it was frustrating because I feel like I kept throwing balls, and there was one I didn't even see how the guy tipped it. All of a sudden, just the ball was fluttering and it was on the ground. I couldn't even see where the guy was coming from, so that was frustrating. But that's just something that. They did a good job getting their hands up. They had eyes on me, I guess, in their rush, and they did a good job of just poking their hand up. And sometimes that happens, And they did a good job of getting their hands up and in throwing lanes. And one way or another, that happens sometimes, and that's a effect of a few things. And you never really know quite what it is every time.